They should never finance ISIL or ISIS or any terrorist organization.
What we did and Hillary did. What we did and Hillary did. And Hillary did.
I wouldn't say that that was the purpose of the program. The purpose of the program was to arm the moderates.
Can you tell us what the total number of trained fighters remains?
It's a small number, and the ones that are in the fight is we're talking four or five.
The purpose of the program was to arm the moderates.
4 or 5.
Yesterday was a catastrophe. Nobody was allowed in or out of eastern Aleppo, and all the crossings, both of them, were shelled relentlessly from the early hours of the morning till the very late into the night. And yesterday I saw at the crossing many relatives, many people waiting for their loved ones to leave. In fact, you'll be hard-pressed to find anyone in Aleppo that doesn't have a relative or somebody that they know trapped in the east.
أنا أمي هي جوا ومقطوعة، أخوي بده يشيلها وما في مين يساعده يشيلها. إنه عم بقول لي إنه طلع إنه بركي إنه في حدا يساعدني بشيلها، ما عبر شو؟ بقول له قدم جوا هذا الإرهاب، يعني الإرهاب إنه عم بقولوا لهم إنه هذا قدمه، طيب هلا أمي أنا مريضة شلون بده يقدم؟ لك متمنية بس انه تطلع، زعلانة عليها الجوع، قتلهم الجوع كافر يا اخي، ما في الذلية، لا عم بياكلوا ولا عم بيشربوا ابدا.
Aleppo right now is effectively on lockdown by Islamists, by fighters inside. Why they want to keep all these people in there is anyone's guess, but the hope now is that by offering this truce unilaterally, the Russian and Syrian militaries can entice the rebels into letting at least some people go.
Meantime, following a phone conversation between Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his American counterpart, Moscow said that this ceasefire is in jeopardy because Washington has still failed to fulfill its promise to separate moderate opposition from terrorists. The groups are now fighting each other in eastern Aleppo. The biggest terror group there is al-Nusra. It's changed its name, but still remains an offshoot of al-Qaeda in Syria. It's officially designated as a terror organisation by the UN, though. However, as RT's Ganichichi can found out, it still falls short of becoming, it seems, a primary target for the US military.
The State Department has made it clear that fighting al-Nusra is not a priority for the U.S., even though al-Nusra is al-Qaeda in Syria. Even after the deal with Russia fell apart, U.S. officials said that the U.S. was still fighting al-Nusra in Syria.
We remain unalterably opposed to Daesh and al-Nusra. Al-Nusra is al-Qaeda, and they remain an enemy because they are plotting against the United States and against Europe and others.
Nusra is al-Qaeda in Syria. They are a terrorist organization. You know, we continue to have conversations with those moderate opposition.
We're talking four or 5.
The purpose of the program was to arm the moderate
groups on the ground about the importance of demoralizing, of pulling apart.
And other than conversations, is there...
You know, it's a terrorist organization, and we will continue to fight it.
U.S. officials would never really elaborate exactly how they are fighting al-Nusra in Syria. We earlier reached out to the Combined Joint Task Force, which speaks for the U.S.-led coalition's operations in Syria, asking them for a comment on Aleppo, and received a response which said their mission in Syria is to fight ISIL, and because ISIL is not operating in Aleppo, they would not comment. The State Department's response today was in line with what the military said, which is that fighting al-Nusra in Syria is not their priority.
So, to sum up, to be clear, it seems the US State Department says it considers al-Nusra to be a terrorist group, but targeting it is still not a priority in Syria, and that's only because of Russia.
in Syria, the U.S. government, the Obama administration now admits that they won't fight against and are not fighting against al-Qaeda, which means that they are helping al-Qaeda, and it means that their main priority is not fighting Daesh. Their main priority is, as it always has been, the destruction of the secular, independent, nationalist government of Bashar al-Assad. That's the real deal.
The moderates turned out to be not great fighters, and so we have what we have.